craft is perfectly imperfect. I think craft is important because we're losing that hands-on touch. We taste, we smell, we have our hands on it, and nothing is exactly the same. Society today is all about instant gratification. I want things fast. They can go online, they can get things delivered to them instantly, and nothing worth value is easily achieved. You have to work for it.
I love the process. I love the variables that go into a meal. And it's very similar to distilling. I like taking it from the grain, going through the entire mash process, fermentation, distillation, all the way until we're dumping a barrel and you get to taste it for the first time. So I like that portion of it just as much as I like the end result, which is tasting the spirit that you've created, and it's waited years before you can actually taste the end result.
The link between being a distiller and being a smokehouse definitely has that consistency of time. It takes us a lot of time to distill, age, and unlike other restaurants with a smokehouse or a barbecue place, the craft of trimming meats, putting on your spices and rubs, and throwing it into a box that's just got logs burning. Leap of faith of getting that back, and that's more about quality than quantity. For me and my wife, if we didn't try this, we probably would have been kicking ourselves for the rest of our lives. I was born in Monterey, California. My mom married a farmer from Kansas. So my stepfather, his family homesteaded there back in 1876. His family came over through Ellis Island from Germany. In the summer, I didn't go to school. I have memories of my dad flipping my light on and it's still dark out and him singing Howdy Doody Time, get up, get up, get up, and he was excited to get up. That's the one thing I think I learned about being on a farm. And you can't take that hard work out of someone. The light went off and going, hey, I think I can make a whiskey with this wheat. Mom, Dad, can I have a couple 1,000 pounds of wheat? And sure enough, they're just like, yeah. And from that day on, we were getting grain from my parents. And it was one of those lines where he's like, it's my job as a father to leave you better off than what I was.
Even if you're driving through somewhere or walking in a neighborhood and I smell that, I'm like, oh, somebody's barbecuing. Back in the 70s and 80s, you were sitting down to eat with your family at home. You know, it was kind of always a treat when you did get to go out to eat. It just was always something to look forward to, and you knew it was going to be great, right? Like, because you didn't get it very often. My go-to is brisket. And that was like just the gold standard. I couldn't find good barbecue. Well, I taught myself how to do low and slow. I think the beginning of Drift just probably started in our backyard when we were inviting friends over to hang out for some barbecue. And when you're eating Drift barbecue, I hope it's like if you were at a friend's place and getting together in the backyard and having some drinks and some great food. And I hope that's the vibe we're putting out.
Sometimes it's nice to grab a bottle of whiskey and know that there wasn't a lot of it produced, maybe 1 barrel, maybe 2 barrels, and that someone actually came into work one day and has done that for years, and they've had their hands in every process along the line, from receiving the grain to pitching the yeast in the fermentation bin to cooking it. I think that's important. I think we all want that.
The connection between distilled spirits and smoked meats is quality, not quantity. The time it takes for us to put our craft and hands on a product that makes it that much more enjoyable when you see the smiles on people's faces after they try them.